If you're planning to escape your 9-to-5 with a side hustle, you could be sabotaging yourself before you even start. These 3 deadly mistakes have killed more businesses than bad products, poor marketing, and lack of funding ever have combined. Stay to the end because mistake number 3 is one of the worst ones I've seen, and I see 90% of aspiring entrepreneurs make it. All right, mistake number 1 is the silent killer. It happens before you even start. You know what I'm talking about, right? You've been researching your business idea for months, maybe even years. You've got 17 different notebook filled, 43 bookmarked articles, maybe even a Pinterest board that's called My Freedom Board. But you still haven't made your first dollar. According to Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, over 70% of the people who want to start a business never even take the first step. Why? Because they're stuck in planning instead of doing. Here's the truth. There's no perfect business plan, no perfect logo. You're going to have to start messy. You know, it happens because you're disguising your fear as preparation. Maybe you have imposter syndrome where I need to know everything before I can start. Every day you spend planning is a day you're not learning from your own customers, your real customers. The market will teach you in 1 week more than any research will in 6 months. I guarantee it. Let me tell you this, I spent months learning, watching video after video, trying to perfect my YouTube videos. I thought, man, I have to have Hollywood graphics, transitions, and absolutely the best editing. Well, now I do have a very good editor, and I'm very proud of that. But it was until I saw Think Media's YouTube channel and it said, just hit record. And that's what I did. Even though I was not perfect, even though my edits were not great, now I have a channel that is growing. I've learned so much from every video I do, and I'm still learning on what works and what my viewers, you guys, really want me to do and really want to hear me talk about. All right, the solution is the 10-person deadline strategy. Now, I really believe this works, so I know it works. I've done it. I've seen it happen. Give yourself exactly 30 days to create your minimal viable version of your product or service. Not 10 days, not 60 days, but 30 days. You got only 30 days to come up with your minimum viable product. You set that hard deadline, and then you set another hard deadline to deliver it to 10 people, not 100 people, not 1,000, just 10 people. Why 10 people? Because it's small enough not to be overwhelming. It's large enough to actually get patterns of feedback. Here's the process. First, you create a bare bones offer. Second, you find 10 people, friends, family, social media, maybe even colleagues. Third, you deliver your offer and collect the feedback. Fourth, you refine your offer based on their feedback and refine your product. Wow, that is so simple. Yeah, no, it really isn't. It takes courage, discipline, actively listening to these 10 people. These 10 people will tell you exactly what's wrong with your offer, but they'll also tell you surprisingly what's right about it. Remember this mantra, right? The only failure is quitting. Every no you get gets you closer to your perfect customer. But here's where most people make their second deadly mistake. They think because 3 out of 10 people like their offer, then it's for everyone. Everyone will love it. Well, that's where you're wrong. And if you need help, I made the Escape Plan Blueprint for you. It's a step-by-step guide. It's free. It'll help you decide the path for you to leave your 9-to-5 and find financial and time freedom. The link is in the description. I assure you, this is not some fluff PDF. This is real world, real action that'll help you take the action you need to take. On this channel, I talk about generalities, and it's up to you to fill in the specifics. I can talk all day, but ultimately, it's up to you to move forward. Mistake number 2 is trying to be everything to everyone, right? When you try to be everything to everyone, well, you're not anything to anybody. Number 1, you confuse your customers and dilute your brand. I hear this all the time. My product's for everyone. That's not ambitious, that's dangerous. A Harvard Business Review found that most successful startups begin in a very niche market and then expand later. Everyone is my customer. It's a trap. Yeah, it feels safe to cast that wide net, but it's a scarcity mindset. You don't want to miss a sale. But being broad makes your message invisible. It creates generic solutions. Your marketing becomes vanilla and forgettable. When you're the business for everyone, you're never going to be the go-to expert for anyone. Here's what most people don't understand and why it's super important. Every yes to the wrong customer is a no to the right one. The riches are in the niches. I love the who specifically drill down method, right? You start your idea with who specifically and you ask it 5 times, right? I'm gonna give you an example. I teach social media marketing. Who specifically? I help small businesses with social media. Who specifically? I help service-based businesses with social media. Who specifically? I help local fitness trainers grow their Instagram. Who specifically? I help female personal trainers under the age of 35 use Instagram to book more clients without spending money on ads. Okay, by the 5th who specifically, you can picture in your mind the customer sitting across from you. You know exactly where they hang out, what keeps them up at night, and how they think, how they talk about their problems. Your marketing practically builds itself. Listen to this. When someone hears about your business, they should immediately think of one specific person they know who needs your help right now. I help 9-to-5ers develop the perfect fit side hustle so they can grow it into a business and find financial and time freedom. I know you just thought of someone who might need my services right now. Heck, it might be you. But even when you nail down your niche, the mistake number 3 will sneak up and crush your dreams of ever escaping your 9-to-5. And most people completely ignore the biggest business asset they got. Mistake number 3 is the one that just makes me want to grab people and shake them. You're sitting on a gold mine with your skills, your experience, your connections. That's right. You're completely ignoring it to chase some shiny new object. I've seen this so many times as a CPA in helping other people find their niche, right? I've helped people escape the 9-to-5, and the ones who succeeded fastest leveraged what they already knew. A LinkedIn study found that 85% of the people find new opportunities through their existing network. You know this is true in finding a job. Who do you go to first? All your colleagues, all your friends that you've done business with before. You don't start from scratch. It's a trap. The common mistake is people think they need to learn everything new, a new skill, a new industry, a new audience, but that's not necessarily the case. We think our current skills are boring and maybe not entrepreneurial enough. You think, this is what I've done all my life. Nobody would pay for that. Well, here's the reality check. You're throwing away years of expertise to become a beginner all over again. Your skills, your network is a shortcut to success. Stop ignoring your skills. As a CPA, I understand business, I understand finances, I understand budgeting. Reading a financial statement is something that comes second nature to me. And understanding how important cash flow management is. I understand startups and the skills every entrepreneur needs to be successful. I've seen people with my exact background try to become restaurateurs, one of the toughest business you'll ever dream. You have colleagues, clients, vendors in the industry that you already know and trust you. These people have problems you understand and you can solve them. Start fresh means building trust from absolute zero. Leveraging your network means you've got warm leads right off the get. I'm building my coaching business around helping people escape the 9-to-5 because I've seen both sides. I've lived both sides. My CPA background does give me credibility when I talk about business, finances, and realistic planning. I had a client who was in sales. He was making $150,000, $200,000 a year with bonuses. He was tired of working for someone else and decided to buy a franchise. And he told me that, well, it's in a completely different industry, but sales are sales. Well, that's partly true, but he was working his 9-to-5 and had to rely on an outside salesperson, not himself, to sell for the franchise. Now, the salesperson of the franchise had really completely had him worried that someone else was going to scoop up this opportunity away from him. We talked through it so many times, but he would not listen or follow my advice. Several mistakes were made, and he lost right at $180,000 because of the franchise investment and the equipment that he had to purchase in order to do the franchise. I don't tell you this to say, oh, look how smart I am. No, it is all about leveraging your knowledge, your network, and being realistic. Start with who you know. Your first 10 customers should and will come from your existing network. They already know you, they know the quality of work, and they trust you. Make a list of the top 5 things you're good at right now. Now ask, who do I already know who needs my help right now? Reach out to them with an offer and get their feedback. When you ask this, you've already done the hardest part. You haven't packaged it yet, but you've already started. I've given you 3 mistakes that will kill your business before you start. I will tell you now that this is not easy. Real discipline is required. The daily grind is real. You will be working while your coworkers are happy houring. You'll be hustling while your family's downstairs watching TV. You'll be making new skills and learning new skills while your friends are scrolling on their social media. I mentioned this Bible verse so many times, but I love what it says. For the Spirit of God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-control. 2 Timothy 1:7. It is the discipline that really nobody talks about. The discipline to wake up at 5 a.m. before your job and go to work on your business. The discipline to say no to dinner invitations because you have to create content. The discipline to reinvest that first $1,000 worth of profit back into the business rather than going on a big party. The discipline to maintain excellence at your job, your day job, while building your escape plan. Start with non-negotiable time blocks. 5 to 7 business time period. Batch your work. Sundays are for planning, early mornings for creating, lunch breaks are for admin. Create accountability. Tell someone your goals and check in with them weekly, even if you have to give them a list of questions to ask you. Be careful about telling your go-up goals to just anybody. Make sure they want to see you succeed. I hate to tell you this, but some of your friends, they don't really want to see you be successful. Reframe the sacrifice, right? This isn't about giving up 2 years of your life. It's about giving up your weekends so that you can own your weekdays forever. Every Netflix episode you skip is buying your freedom. Every early morning that you show up is a vote for the person you are becoming. That's exactly why I created the Escape Plan Blueprint, to help you realistically map out your time, your energy, your discipline requirements to get you on a journey from 9 to 5 to an entrepreneur. Because if you underestimate what it takes, you'll quit before you see results. The Escape Plan Blueprint is exactly the system I'm using to transition from CPA career to building my coaching business. And it's completely free. All right, so go down in the description, click on it, get it. Don't let another year pass by dreaming about leaving your 9 to 5. If you're looking for a business in AI that you can start today with 0 money down and solve problems in your industry, I would suggest watching this video next because it'll show you exactly how to do it and steps to get started today. Hey, keep on hustling.